Hold on. Hello and welcome back to the world of Bastion. It's like a bass that has shun. We're gonna continue where we left off. Hey, yeah, how do I survive all those falls onto my face? Ooh, can we upgrade our place?
Kid's lifelong friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
Let us continue onwards to the next lever. Not level, lever. The Hanging Gardens. I have a feeling this area is going to be sad. Because we've yet to have a sad place.
The dead welcome him with open arms. The calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. You don't much care to see him. Not like this.
I'm gonna be merciful to these people and kill their statues.
These folks never saw the calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close.
I wonder who you mean by that. And how is the old man psychic?
Mr. Beckley and his kindly wife. It was someone like him.
How is the old man psychic?
Kid sees him there at the gate.
And how does he lead the way?
I don't know. I guess she's still asleep.
It's a snag or two trying to get to him.
What the heck? Seven.
He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all.
Don't.
Just ain't got time for answers.
Tons of questions.
The
Don't have any
Tender
time for
Brothers
answers.
Didn't make it.
Okay, a little tip, don't ever fall near this. Because the sound is the most sickening thing you've ever heard.
They never saw what it was like beyond the walls. Nor did the bird boy.
No.
Didn't make it.
Kill you, bird boy.
The Jawsons. They didn't make it. Grady Sr., Grady Jr. They didn't make it. But him, he survived. Kid finds proof enough that man ain't from around here.
Dubstep music. Intense dubstep.
Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now.
What does this old man know that I don't? Is he blaming all this on
The
him?
core survived as well.
So they're back?
Kid does what he has to do.
Sorry, dead people.
And then, what do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid hasn't a clue, but he says this: we have to go. Please.
The survivor agreed to return to the bastion. The last bastion
He's
in
a
all
proper
the
gentleman,
land.
that man. His name is Zolf.
I thought he was a woman.
No hiding, he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Celandia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other. For the first time.
Oh, his name's Rux.
We fought the Ura decades ago, but that was then. Things are different between us now.
Cool. The survivor.
For Zolf, Celandia was like a second home. He's real worried about his first home, too. Far to the east. Zolf offers to help me plot the skyways for the kid. At least the calamity hasn't touched the stars, he says. He was born in the Tazzle terminals. The Ura sent him on a mission of peace.
I wonder if we'll ever know what the Tazzle terminals are. Terminals. Right, place the core.
The cores. They remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright.
Nate?
That reminds me of a song that I can't sing for fear of copyright. And I don't remember the words to it.
Here. The lost and found. Here, kid takes fragments of the old world and makes them whole again. All it takes is some fragments, and the bastion makes it good as new.
Buy a memento. Oh no. So let's ask about this memento. Mementos.
We all lost loved ones in the calamity, he says. I don't know how I'm gonna go on without mine. I tried to let the kid down gently. This is the bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up.
Oh my double gird. Okay, so let's see, so
War machetes are so quick, you gotta keep a good grip on them.
okay. Oh, right. No, except I didn't.
We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city.
Cinder brick or pith. I'll go to the pith orchard.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either.
I was gonna like sleep
Kid
here.
says a little prayer anyway. Couldn't hurt.
I'm not praying, I'm sleeping. What's over here?
Folks used to make pilgrimage here, pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now, and the orchard core is long gone too.
Then why are we here? I'm gonna go this way.
Pith orchard. place is a dead end in more ways than one. Seems Pith ain't much of a watchdog.
Should I attack it?
The gods don't care about trinkets, but the kid ain't no god.
You got that right. You know, I'm gonna try taking it on. Oh, I can't.
Pith stood for something once. Something real.
And then the calamity happened.
In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. He couldn't
Why
even
don't the
save his
fans
loyal
do anything
subjects.
with that? I mean, like, they give you a boost in Goat Simulator, and that's the most realistic game I know.
Wait, what, PJ?
Why don't the fans give you a boost in Mirror's
Pith makes a
Edge?
decent
They give you a
scarecrow at
boost
least.
in Goat Simulator.
Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Ain't easy punching through his hide. Kid breaks into bits. Must have been guarding that shrine.
Why? There's nothing useful in shrines anymore.
So what'll it be? Invoke the gods? Or tell them off?
Or tell them
Kid
off.
don't need favors from the likes of Pith.
Where am I supposed to? Oh, there it is.
Well, if the gods are alive,
I'd
they must
appreciate
be
it if
plenty
they put more
sore.
than just the if they put more than just the item we were supposed to go to in red. Jane, you know what open doors in Mirror's Edge
Popping
is?
with
What?
bags is hard enough.
It's not easy.
No need to get
It's
the
not
gods
easy. You
involved.
don't just walk through them. You click the attack button.
What?
Because you're running. So you run.
Oh, come on.
Things might have gone worse if Kid tampered with that shrine.
Yep.
Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious shrine. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. The Ura feared the gods. We turned them into toys. put their faces on our walls.
I would really want one of those in real life.
Zolf doesn't touch the thing. Says the god of commotion is no children's toy.
Hey, guard bison thing. If one of us becomes a traitor, kill him.
There's only one way to cinder brick fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags.
Oh, okay.
The calamity was mercy for normal folks. The windbags ain't so lucky. They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid.
They've been left to freeze or starve or face the kid. Apparently that's a fate worse than death.
Alright, I'm pressing Q! Oh, controls. What's runner vision? What's slow-mo? Oh, it's R.
The windbags put the kid on notice. Well, windbags young and old keep fighting for the fort. Kid can't hardly tell up from down after a while. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift.
Oh, okay, so
Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. The calamity drove the windbags topside. A lot of them wound up here in this very fort. Could have been minding the business underground like in the old days. Windbags can't use the marshal supplies, but the kids sure can. As for the windbags, Cinderbrick gave him enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Can't blame them for one.
I wish that they didn't make
So many of those sorry things hold up inside that old fort. Not a scratch on him as he presses on the higher ground.
Going now. Okay.
Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. Kid ain't afraid of getting burned. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. Then they bring out Glutus and Glandon and all their scumbag uncles. They got something to gain, and only their sorry hides to lose. Kid takes down Glutus, or maybe it was Glandon. The uncles go out with a whimper.
Well, that was an impressive boss fight.
Kid used to dream of getting Marshall's badge, but not like this.
Exactly.
The Skyways a welcome sight after all that. And now ain't nothing left for nobody down at Cinderbrick Fort. Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
I wonder if we'll ever figure out what happened to... how the
Seems
calamity
only thing
happened.
the calamity saved for Zolf was the smoking pipe. The marshals seem like good men, he says. They treated him with dignity. Zolf brought his antique smoking pipe all the way from the terminals.
Nah, I'm not gonna mess with that. I know where it leads to.
Even since the Ura surrendered to us, the marshals kept a wary eye on him. Zolf's travels ain't much compared to what the kids had to go through for all this.
No, come on!
The memorial. Here a kid can pay respect to the old world and earn it in kind. The valediction. Just another one of my sketches. Nothing more.
Am I sliding on glass or ice?
Words can't express what happened, but they're all I got.
Let's see. Do they? Nope, they do not.
Finders keepers. You want to tune a scrap musket, you start with the barrel.
Okay, let's go.
Anything survives a musket shot ought to be quick work for that blade. Cinder brick stout sure goes down smooth, then stays in your gut like a rock.
I just realized something. This game says being drunk is good. Let's go.
The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core, they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat.
What do the windbags want them for anyway?
Weeping Millie. She sends some squirts crying home as she leaves port. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. The security skipper pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns.
This game is really colorful.
Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with.
Why do the windbags hate the kid? What did he ever do to them?
They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. But Weeping Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. Picked a good spot for a break. Just the core's right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings.
Oh god, peckers.
Peckers. They have their own eyes on the core. But why? Well, the kid ain't got time to think it over just yet. He finds Weeping Nelly raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the water's getting rough.
Keep forgetting you have to press a switch.
She's gonna need a little help with all them peckers. Crafty things think they're king of the roost now. Rest of us only wish we could fly in things like these. Security skiffs keep on counting starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something. Windbags getting even better at the end. Kid boards one of them skiffs like some kind of Ceylondian privateer. They aim to smash Weeping Nelly to splinters. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nelly.
Running around at the speed of sound. So
She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nelly gets the kid to solid ground. Solid ground in Pecker country. They want that core real bad. Seems the calamity ain't hurt Pecker's appetites. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoes him off. Don't help it back. Know how many times kid nearly fell off the bars back there?
3
4 times.
Oh, what? I thought it was
Now,
3.
listen close. You should remember this next part. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or plain old fool to venture out that far.
Yay, I have a friend. Friendly windbags.
The city was the most beautiful place in the world.
Wait, what?
We all knew that.
What do you mean, wait,
But
what?
on the other hand, some folks just yearn to see the things they're told they
Hey,
can.
if I jump and press Q, I think I make a I flash a peace sign.
And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while.
Music. Oh, it's Skybridge.
How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, in case any of you in the audience haven't guessed, we're kind of friends.
What would they? Why else would we be playing together? PJ, what do you think they think we are? The same person with multiple voices?
I don't know. Well, people assume some pretty stupid things in this world.
What do you think they'll think? That we're the same person, but we have? But I know how to do multiple voices.
Yes.
If only Bastion had
Hey,
multiplayer.
you know what's Japanese for many things?
What?
Domo. Domo. It's Japanese. Like those weird brown things that go, wah.
Yeah, I know. I'm not dumb, PJ.
Also, I'm probably wrong, so don't get angry at me. Mr. Fans and Mrs. and other. Where are you?
What do you mean?
Where are you in the story?
I'm in Prosper Bluff. Under attack by
Where?
millions of peckers.
I mean, what place are you at?
Prosper Bluff.
Prosper Bluff.
The one it's the same level as the ship.
Oh, okay.
Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, I know that a guy betrays you. I'm not gonna say who, but I know what happens. That was interesting. Why do they have to make this like an incredibly complicated puzzle thing?
Well, no point explaining what happens next, right?
Hey, a journal.
Suffice it to say, kid ain't coming home empty-handed. And besides,
Right.
it's like the song goes.
Oh wow, so that's the person singing the song.
They'll be here before too long.
The singer agreed. So it's the survivor and the singer.
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow Ura again.
Why are we only playing Uras? I mean, seriously.
We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. If only I'd known half the secrets of the Calamity were tucked away in that book, I'd have worked to translate it right away. Most of the Ura never got a taste of Ceylondia's fine goods, unless they were born and raised in a city like
Dope face.
Zia. Sure, the world's all gone to pieces farther than the eye can see, but leave it to this gal to point out the amazing view.
Wow.
Girl tried to run away from home one time, but the marshals stopped that, didn't they? So many secrets in there, she can't even read it. Her father's own journal.
Interesting. No more something sharps.
Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either.
I'm not gonna talk to Zolf about the journal yet.
We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds.
Sorry about cutting the intro to that. I had to take care of something real quick. I'm gonna get a concussion after this. Yes!
You know what's better than having a slinger pistol in a fight?
2 slinger
Having
pistols.
2. Savage things lurking at every turn. Pin cushions ain't the worst of it either. You'd think pin cushions can't see where they're shooting. Pecker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kids so soon. By now, kids got more needles in them than a stab wound. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. Wallflowers survived the calamity. It toughened them up. Best take it real slow. Pin cushions are afoot. Kid's faster than a slinger with those guns. Don't ever turn your back on a pin cushion. A handful of windbag shipments made it out this far. Kids seen the last of them. Slinger Jollison's old outpost is all that's left of it.
Come on, which way do I go?
Kid's roused up half the wilds by now. Gotta keep a sure foot out there. When the kid gets the feeling he's being watched. Not by me, by a lunkhead. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. Hit him anywhere but the hindquarters and you only make him mad. The Calamity must have scrambled their eggs. Sees a smooth black stone coughed up by the Calamity. He's seeing plenty more. The wilds already reclaimed this place. Leave it to the kid to make time
Have
for
you learned
stomping
the
swamp
name of the
weeds.
stranger yet?
Yeah. Rux.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'm way past that. How would I not know what the stranger's name is?
I think that Russ is the kid's dad.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's Rux, not Russ.
He's anxious to get back.
But yeah, that's what I think. He's the kid's dad.
After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no, it ain't. Not by a long shot. Kid knows something's up, but we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion.
To work on a little bit of a history project.
Zolf can
and a little
barely
bit of a
muster the
chorus
words.
project every day.
The Calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone.
The ABC file is
Zolf cursed the city, cursed the Bastion, cursed me, said he was going home. When Zolf got through reading that journal, he just
But hey, I never showed him the
smashing
journal.
until I tried to stop him. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put it back together. The shards. We're gonna need all of them to nurse the Bastion back to health.
Yeah.
Takes a lot of moving pieces to make a dependable sidearm. The city brought the shards to the wilds. Now the kid's gonna bring them back.
I think I'm gonna end this episode after this last area.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, it's.
After Zolf's little episode, kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Johnson Bog.
But I totally
You'll
knew
get
he was
lost
gonna
in that
betray
bog,
us.
I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? Zolf put us in a real bind. Hurt the Bastion bad.
I wonder why he wanted to destroy the Bastion.
But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine.
Do you find it easier to put them in now that you've had a little practice?
Mm-hmm.
Forgive the background noise, people. Well, that
Shame
was
the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating.
Oh, wow.
Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good.
Wait, why am I back in Prosper Bluff? I swear, all these falls have finally caught up with
Wherever
me.
he is. Somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
So many of them. The siren. Ah, my
There,
ears.
welcome him with open arms.
Wait, what? I remember this before. What? What am I doing here?
Kid pops some good.
What am I doing back here? I shouldn't be in the Hanging Gardens. I already need to finish this place.
That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. What do you say to a kid who's seen too much? I'm Zolf of Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Now the kid sees something stranger still.
I'm in the Bastion
Anybody
again.
else survive?
This is the beginning of the game. What's happening?
Sure enough, he finds
This is the Bastion that the birds wanted to build.
peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, vine apples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. There's no way out.
This is really weird.
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. He has the nerve to flash the shield he stole. The security.
What? I never stole this shield.
Okay, I'm eating cereal out of a mug.
Kid succeeds where the calamity fails.
Hey, I was
Look at what he
provoked.
did to poor
Yeah.
old Ronnie, the bartender.
Hey,
Darker
hey.
stories supposed to
Hi,
start
bro.
at the beginning. It's so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world's alright, snoozing there on a rock in the sky. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of Pith, the bull. The gods, they're all undone. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. His friend.
Of course,
He's
I
come
remember.
undone.
This is getting weird.
He sees what's left. Undone.
Oh, he's singing the song that was at the bluff or whatever.
Bastion bourbon. Wait, Leo? Look at liquor.
Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.
Whoa, this is not where I fell asleep.
When is it?
The shard ain't lost either. Not anymore. Now to
When?
find a ticket out of this hole.
Thursday before the party, with the great party, end of the year party, or Friday.
Can I just come back the way I came?
Bootlickers dig their nasty thorns into his heels. You ever heard of a lung blossom?
Oh
It's
my
bigger than the
god.
stories say. The breath of that thing, like a scumbag sprung a leak. They say one whiff of lung blossom can make you lose your mind.
Jeez.
Mother only knows what happened in the bog. Kid never much cared to see.
Probably because he can't speak at all, or else he would have told you his name.
A shard is like a poor man's core, but beggars can't be choosers. That's it. A few more shards like that, and we'll be back in business. A single shard can breathe new life into this place. The shard's got enough juice to spruce up any of these places. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city.
So we're getting 5 more weapons before the end of the game.
The Gravers, the arm of justice. They seemed unstoppable.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave it there for this time. See you guys
Okay.
next time.